Hey folks, Chris here with the Crap Up a Cottage. Today I wanted to do a prepper pantry haul for you. Hopefully everybody is topping off their preps. I'm trying to do a little bit here and there. It is a little challenging sometimes when you're on a limited budget, but I just keep prepping. So I went to Walmart and Dollar Tree, so let me show you what I got. First thing is this big 30-pound bag of cat food. We a lot of times get our cat food and dog food from the food pantry, but I wanted to have some backed up in case it gets harder to find. So I did buy the big bag of cat food to store. I'll probably put that in some sort of a plastic tub or something like that to protect it a little bit better. Just got some everyday items that we needed replacement, some treats, some tortilla chips. I did pick up a throat spray because we recently went through some during an illness when we needed some more. These rat traps over here, now we don't have rats, but this is something that had been on my prep list for a while. They can be used to trap small game, actually, squirrels and that sort of thing. So I did pick up a couple of those just to put those in my preps. There are probably lots of videos out there. People talk about how they carry rat traps for trapping small game, so I did pick up a couple of those. Now, the two things that I focused on the most this week was ready-to-eat rice and alternate protein sources. So I went to Walmart and got a variety of Spams and potted meats. Some of them I have tried, some of them I have not. So I wanted to play around with that a little bit. We, in the past, have tended to stick to canned chicken, tuna, salmon, straight pork, straight beef, straight turkey, that sort of thing. So nothing in it but beef and salt. But those are expensive and getting harder and harder to find. So I decided to branch out a little bit and dabble in some Spam. I had Spam a long, long time ago as a kid, and I wasn't particularly fond of it. I did buy one of these single packs a few weeks ago, and we tried that in eggs, and that was pretty tasty. It tasted to me like ham. So I picked up 2 more singles packs, as well as a full-size regular can. I want to try this oven-roasted turkey Spam. We'll see how that works. I also picked up a can of Treat to see how it tastes different from Spam, and then a little thing of Vienna Bites. So once again, if you're not sure if you're going to like something, just pick up 1 or 2 of them and give it a try before you stock up on it. You don't want to stock up on a whole bunch of something that you're not going to like. So I do know that we do like the Spam and the eggs, so I got these singles. These would be nice to throw in a bug-out bag or a car bag or something like that as a quick protein source. I also picked up another pound of rice, and then I focused a lot on ready-to-eat rice. So I got this minute rice. We have eaten these little cups of minute rice quite frequently. I don't buy them a lot because obviously you get a lot more for your bang for your buck when you buy the dried rice, but these are super nice if you have like leftover Indian food and you need a little bit more rice or something to have these. So they're a nice quick side. But, I was thinking if for some reason we were to be trapped indoors for an extended period of time, I was thinking specifically about nuclear war, something like that, where we couldn't leave our house or even couldn't leave our basement, and we had to conserve oxygen, right? Because the whole idea behind that type of an attack is that you seal up the building that you're in, and you stay there for several weeks until fallout has dissipated. And you really don't want to spend 20 minutes cooking rice and using up the fuel and using up the oxygen in your limited space. So I started to rethink all the rice that I have stored, and I decided to get a whole bunch of these ready-to-eat rices. So we've got a little bit of everything: rice pilaf, cheddar and broccoli, long grain white, butter and garlic, and then a whole bunch of jasmine, because I know we love jasmine. So all of these rices, some of them we haven't tried before. I will try them first to see if we like them, and then I'll just keep stockpiling those so that if we are in a situation, we can use, like this cheddar and broccoli flavored rice, throw a can of chicken in it, and eat it as is without cooking it. I'm also wondering if maybe we could warm it up using like a hand warmer or something like that wouldn't really use fuel and wouldn't use oxygen. I'm not 100% sure how hand warmers work. I think they do use oxygen. I'll have to do some research in that, but I was thinking you could probably take a hand warmer and like set this on top of it or something and warm it up. I mean, it's not going to be hot, but it's going to be palatable. So we got some of those, and what I'm also thinking about doing is putting together some meal buckets. So I got some more of these bins that I use to store my preps, and what I'm thinking of doing is making one bin enough to feed 2 people for like 2 or 3 days. So, you know, this would be, would feed my son and I for 1 meal. And we could add something to it, a can of something to it. So each bin, each bin would have all the ready-to-eat foods that you need for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 people for 2 to 3 days, and I'd have to figure it out. I'd also probably put a cheap can opener in each bin, and while we'll continue to store everything else, like all my green beans together, all my rice together, but these bins will be something that we can just grab and go if we need to move quickly, and everything in there will be edible without actually having to cook it. So I think, other than this big thing of toilet paper back here, big pack of Scott toilet paper, because you still need to be topping up your toilet paper and paper towels and all that, I got the rest of the stuff from the Dollar Tree. So I picked up 4 more of the milks. These are great. Those are $1.25 each, so that comes out to $5 a gallon. Obviously, milk is not that expensive right now. I think here where I live, it was $3.89 a gallon. So obviously that is more expensive. However, it is shelf stable for a long period of time, and so I do continue to buy that so that we have that milk if for some reason we cannot get fresh milk. I also picked up some more of the Jiffy popping corn that you can grind into cornmeal. You can also obviously pop it. That's something that can be cooked over an open flame for a fun snack. More emergency chocolate, because definitely need chocolate right now. This bag of rice, this is interesting. I've picked these up before at the Dollar Tree. This is 8.8 ounces, and compared to this, which is 8.8 ounces, so these are the same size. These rice cost, I believe, $1.89 a package, and this was $1.25. So these are a better deal. I'm going to do a taste test between them, but probably what I'll end up doing is buying more of these for our ready-to-eat meals. I also picked up some of these Velveeta cheese sauces. Not my favorite type of cheese, but if you can no longer get cheese and you don't have the ability to make it yourself, this is going to be a nice alternative to give you that kind of cheesy flavor that you're looking for. Can go with the chips that I bought over here. Some more of these chicken salads. These are going to go in the meals ready-to-eat kits that I'm making. So those will be like a quick lunch with maybe a can of fruit or something like that, maybe some applesauce. A couple more of those little mayonnaise. Those are perfect size for us to mix with a can of chicken to make chicken salad. Another little thing of vanilla extract. And then I wanted to try some new things. So I bought these a few weeks ago and tried one, and they're pretty good. They're a little spicy for us, and they don't have like the best flavor. They're just kind of bland. But you can take the can of that and pour it over some rice, and that's a filling meal. This and some rice will fill my son and I for a meal. So it's got protein in it. It's a chicken tamales and chili sauce. So they're pretty good. So we got 2 more of those. And then these I'm going to try. Like again said, I'm looking for some ready-to-eat meals, so I picked up some of this potato soup. This one down here is ham and beans, and this is chicken a la king. I've heard over at Homestead Corner, she buys these chicken a la kings all the time. I've never tried them, and she raves about them, so I thought I'd try them. So again, these are things that I'm trying to diversify my pantry. I want things that have some protein in it, so I'm trying those different things out. And then a quick box of cereal, because $1.25 is pretty good for a box of cereal. So that's what I got this particular trip. Not a lot, but we don't have tons of expendable income, so doing what we can. Like I said, right now my focus is to put together kits so that we can hypothetically spend 2 or 3 weeks eating foods that do not require cooking. So that would be emergency purposes. I'm still stocking things like beans and rice and cans of beef and stuff like that, but most of those take some cooking time, and I'm trying to limit that right now just for short-term emergencies. So that's what we got going on right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Talk to you later.